Yep. So we're just gonna keep talking about perspective and things that are happening in the book. Okay. So just keep that brain on. I'm gonna do a little reading. Guys, let's be respectful, okay? Okay, so did we get to the end of the first chapter? Because who remembers what resistance means? Nolan?
They were just talking about like the spies that sabotaged the Nazi factory.
Yeah, and what's it like mean to resist, Mia? Evelyn, would you know what does it mean to resist? Do you want to ask Isaiah? Can you tell?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's confused.
Kind of, yeah.
It's you're refusing
Mhm.
you're resisting like a gift.
Yeah.
Like
It's,
you don't want that thing.
yeah, or like maybe resist. Maybe if you don't like the way that somebody is treating you, you could kind of like resist that. You could maybe try to stay away from them. Right? That could be resisting. Okay, so I'm gonna start reading the chapter now, okay?
Wait, resisting could be like someone's trying to make you do something, but you're not doing it.
Yeah, that's exactly what resisting is.
It's like not doing what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start. Can I read the chapter? Is that okay? You guys ready? Alright. So, here we go. Chapter 2, it's called Who is the Man Who Rides Past?
What?
Who is the man who rides past? Okay. So, really quick, turn and tell your neighbor what years this was in and where they live, okay? Let's just go over some of those perspectives. And what was happening at that time, guys?
1980.
What was happening?
Someone said that 1982. It was like the 1940s. It was like
Ding.
it was late 30s.
I don't have a bell. Ding the bell, Isaac.
Right here. Press it.
Yep. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Oh, you.
Okay. Tell me a story, Anne Marie. Okay, Kirsty, as she snuggled beside her sister in the big bed they shared. Guys, can we sit down? I don't think that it's time to play right now. Lucas, ¿a dónde vas?
Seriously.
Okay, come on. All right. Tell me a fairy tale. Anne Marie smiled and wrapped her arms around her little sister in the dark. What's her sister's name again? Kirsty, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Anne Marie smiled and wrapped her arms around her little sister in the dark. All Danish children grew up familiar with fairy tales. Hans Christian Andersen, the most famous of the tale tellers, had been Danish himself. Do you want the one about the Little Mermaid? That one had always been Anne Marie's own favorite. But Kirsty said no. Isaac, got this. Alex. Guys, are you okay? Okay.
Isaac told Jane C.
We're sharing, and that's okay. Jane can sit in one of the blue chairs, right? How many chairs are in here that aren't being used? All of them, right? So there are plenty of chairs for her.
Yeah.
Jane, is it okay if you sit in one of the blue chairs? Yeah. Okay. Look at how easy that was. Was that so easy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Isaac, next time we need to just check and see if anyone's sitting somewhere. Okay. So, do you want the one about the Little Mermaid? That one had always been Anne Marie's favorite. But Kirsty said no. Tell one that starts with a king and a queen, and they have a beautiful daughter. All right. Well, once upon a time there was a king, Anne Marie began, and a queen, whispered Kirsty. don't forget the queen. And a queen. They lived together in a wonderful palace. And was the place named Amelienburg? Kirsty asked sheepishly. Sleepily. Shh. Don't keep interrupting or I'll never finish the story. No, it wasn't Amelienburg. It was a pretend place. Anne-Marie talked on, making up a story of a king and a queen and their beautiful daughter, Princess Kirsten, who sprinkled her tale with formal balls, fabulous gold-trimmed gowns, and feasts of pink frosted cupcakes. Until Kirsty's deep evening breath, even breathing, told her that her sister was sound asleep. She stopped, waited for a moment, half expecting Kirsty to murmur, well then what happened? But Kirsty was still. Anne-Marie's thoughts turned to the real king, Christian X, and the real palace, Amelienburg. Guys, Lucas, can you get off of that? Can you sit down on the ground? Okay. You've just been moving for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. Come sit right there. Are you ready for me? Okay. But Kirsty was still. Anne-Marie's thoughts turned to the real king, Christian X, and the real palace, Amelienburg, where he lived, in the center of Copenhagen. How the people of Denmark loved King Christian X. He was not like fairy tale king who seemed to stand. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yep, that's all right. He was not like fairy tale kings who seemed to stand on balconies giving orders to subjects, or who sat on golden thrones, demanding to be entertained and looking for suitable husbands for their daughters. King Christian was a real human being.
Can I get your phone?
Yeah, está en la botella de agua.
Okay, because I need to make some pictures too. Okay. Now I'm gonna make pictures because I got 10 minutes. I think that it's time enough.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna make the pictures.
perfect.